Okay, I'm going to show you how to tune your Screamin Super Tuner Pro on the laptop. As you can see here, I've plugged it in under the seat, and there's a little plug right here that runs up under the seat. Just plug it in and you'll be ready to go. Then you just run it over to your laptop here. Open up your Screamin software. Hit accept. Check for updates. And we're done. Exit. Then you want to go up here to this little icon here, setup, tuning. Once you plug this thing into your bike, it's automatically married to your bike. So if you plan on getting another motorcycle, I wouldn't plug it in and practice with your first one, because it's a one-time, one bike only. Unlike the Power Commander, this marries to your bike. After you plug it in and turn the bike on, mine's not on right now just to save battery. It'll show the VIN number, your year, what type of bike it is, what model it is. Down here you can select what board type you have. Mine's 375. Then it'll give you recommended maps in this area right here. I couldn't find any recommended maps with everything I've done, so I've had to create my own. What I've done so far is the big bore kit. It has the 25-degree injectors, no O2 sensors, 211 cams, Vance and Hine 2-into-1s. Have the baffle in with a few holes in the baffle to give it a little bit of a pop. Screamin air filter. And if you come in here, you'd want to go to manually select a file. That's what I had to do anyway. Go to Big Twin. I already know that my year model, it's an 06 Deuce 1550 stage 2. It doesn't have the heads. I had my heads ported, so, and I have 211 cams. I couldn't find a map that was exactly to what I had, so I went to the closest one I could find, which is, it'll tell you right here, this says 1550 Screamin with 8-degree injectors, 1550 big bore kit, flat top pistons, slip-on muffler. I chose the 1550 25-degree injectors. If you don't know what injectors you have, you can look at the top of them and it'll have a part number. You can Google that part number and it'll tell you what degrees your injectors are. In 06 they came out with the 25-degree injectors about the 6th month. Luckily mine has them in there. I don't know if they were added later or I just got lucky. So I'm going to start with this map here. Hit open. Then you want to go in here to your, first you probably want to save it, so you don't save over the existing map. You click on the little arrows right there and it'll give you the option to save as. I'm going to name this one Test 2. I already have a test, just a test, so I'm going to do this as a test 2 for the video. You hit save. Then you want to go to your air fuel ratio over here. Hit the plus. Your working is going to be the file that you're working on, which is up here now. It's called test 2. So you just left click, hold it down, and drag it over here and let your mouse button up, and it'll ask you to replace the current item with a table or with a graph. I'm going to choose a table. I'm going to expand this window so we can see it. To get more horsepower, you want less air and more gas. This map showing to be kind of high in this range for air, so I'm going to select all my 14.4, 14.2 values. I want to decrease that. Right now it's giving me increments of 0.1, which is 1%, so I'm going to decrease it 5% to get around the 13.9 area. That's where you're going to get a lot of horsepower out of it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then click your save button, and you can exit out of this. Then your VE table, you do the same thing, working front cylinder, and this is going to be the amount of gas that you're giving your bike. You want to make sure you click on link changes between front and rear tables. That way changes you make here are going to be done to the rear cylinder. You don't want to change anything on the front that you don't do to the back, so they're running the same. And this shows your throttle position up here, 7.30 to 100% throttle position, and then your RPMs are over here. Usually if I'm getting on it, I want to have a fast bike, I want to go in here and from about 2,000 RPMs to about 5,500. I just want to increase all this fuel area a little bit. I'm going to increase it 2%. It's at 0.5% right now, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to increase these two areas right here, the 80 to 100, all the way to 55. My rev limit's set at 62,000, but I don't ever hit the rev limit. I'm going to go ahead and increase these areas a little bit as well, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to give me more fuel at 80 to 100% open throttle. If I'm at that area, I know that I'm wanting more fuel. So now we can save that file. That's automatically being saved in the test 2. So we know that the front and rear have already been done. Let's go to the Spark Advance. Working. This is going to change your timing. You can play around and find out what works best for you and your bike. Every bike is different, so you just need to change the settings in one area, save it, go do a test run, come back and go back to the original map, or change these back. Just remember what you changed, and if it doesn't work, then you can always go back and change it back if you go too far, and vice versa. So I'm going to decrease the timing 3 degrees. 1, 2, 3. Click save. Now that was my front cylinder, so I'm going to have to go to the rear cylinder and do the same thing. So let's grab these two areas. We're going to decrease these 3 degrees. Click save. Idling. You can change your idle speed right here. This is going to change basically your RPMs while you're idling. I want to decrease this about 20 to 30 RPMs less, so it gives it a nice lope. So I'm going to hit that 3, 4, save, X that out. Your Excel enrichment, this is going to tell you how much gas you dump in when you mash the gas. So I want to increase all these, probably do about 5 increments of 0.02, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to shoot gas into those cylinders whenever I mash the gas, and you want to have that for sure. And then my decel, you want, it's going to be the exact opposite here. You're going to increase it to have less fuel when you let off the gas. So if you're getting some popping and stuff when you let off the gas, you probably want to come in here and increase these values to allow for less gas while you're decelling. So let's increase these by 3. 1, 2, 3. Click save. Now you want to go to your tuning setup. Go to working. Right now it's showing my setting as a 94.6, which is wrong. I have a 95, so I want to change that to 95. My RPM limit, you can change that to whatever you want. 6200 is plenty for me right now, so I'm going to stay there. Turn your knock control on, it just helps to have that. So right now what we've done is we've came in here and we've decelled and XL'd our enrichment and gas. We've changed our idling. We've changed our timing. We've changed how much fuel we're getting per front and rear cylinder. And we've changed our air-fuel ratio. So now it's time to load this information into the bike. So you come over and turn the key on. Then that little icon right there, the mask will be taken off of it, so to speak. And right here it's automatically, it's just giving you this real long name, but at the end of it you can see it says test 2. That's the one I've just been working on. You can throw your drop down arrow to get a better idea. If you're not sure, you can select it again down here. And then you want to hit program ECM. What it's doing is sending it to the computer right now. You can actually hear it, hear it changing in there. You can see it's calibrating the vehicle. Once you've done this, you turn the bike off, unplug your Screamin' Eagle, wait 10 seconds, turn it on, your blinker should flash 4 times or twice, and then you're ready to ride. Thank you very much.